Have you ever felt like you're drowning in opportunities? Maybe you said yes to a project you didn't have time for. Maybe you joined another group, downloaded another app, started another goal, and now you're so busy doing everything that you're accomplishing nothing. You're not lazy. You're not failing. You're just scattered. What if I told you that the secret to focus isn't adding more discipline? It's learning to say no like a river. This is the story of a burned-out tech worker who learned the most powerful lesson from a hermit living by a mountain stream. Stay with me. This might change how you see everything. In a bustling tech hub somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, there lived a 28-year-old software engineer named Marcus. Marcus was brilliant, Columbia graduate, 3 years at a top startup. Everyone said he had potential. But Marcus had a problem he didn't even recognize. He couldn't say no. He was on 2 side projects. He mentored 3 junior developers. He said yes when his manager asked for weekend work. He agreed to speak at a conference he had no time to prepare for. He joined a mastermind group. He started learning Spanish, then Japanese, then gave up both. His apartment was filled with half-read books. His laptop had 47 browser tabs open at all times. His calendar looked like a Tetris game. Every Sunday night, Marcus would stare at his to-do list, 32 items long, and feel his chest tighten. "Why can't I finish anything?" he whispered to himself. His best friend from college, Devin, noticed during their monthly video call. "Marcus, you look exhausted. When's the last time you just did nothing?" Marcus laughed nervously. "I can't afford to do nothing. There's too much opportunity. If I don't grab it all, someone else will." "But are you actually grabbing anything? Or are you just juggling?" The question stung because Marcus knew the answer. For 3 years, Marcus lived this way, always busy, never productive, always learning and never mastering. Then one Friday afternoon, during a critical product demo he had volunteered to lead, a demo he barely prepared for because he was busy with 7 other things, he froze. The investors asked a basic question. Marcus's mind went blank. Complete blank. His manager covered for him. The meeting ended awkwardly. Marcus sat in his car in the parking garage for an hour, hands shaking. "I'm doing everything," he thought. "Why does it feel like I'm doing nothing?" That night, Marcus did something he never did. He canceled everything for the weekend. Every meeting, every commitment, and every yes he'd given. He sent the same message to everyone. "I'm sorry, I need to step back." Then he drove, no destination, just away from the noise. Hours later, Marcus found himself on a forest trail he'd never seen before. A sign read, "Clearwater Stream Trail, 2 miles." Something pulled him forward. The trail opened to a clearing where a crystal-clear stream flowed between moss-covered rocks. The water moved with such purpose, so clear you could see every pebble at the bottom. And sitting on a large, flat rock by the water, perfectly still, was an old man, not hiking, not reading, just sitting, watching the water. Marcus didn't know what made him speak. Maybe desperation. Maybe the old man's complete stillness in a world that never stopped moving. "Does it ever bother you?" Marcus asked. "Just sitting here while the world moves so fast?" The old man turned slowly. His eyes were calm, deep. He smiled slightly. "The world doesn't move fast. You do. Sit." It wasn't a request. It was a command. Marcus sat. For 5 minutes, neither spoke. Marcus's mind screamed. His leg bounced. He checked his phone twice. The old man finally spoke. You're like this stream was 50 years ago. Before I understood. Understood what? The rivers know. The old man stood and walked to the water's edge. Marcus followed. Watch the river, the old man said. What do you see? Marcus looked. Water, rocks, it's flowing. Look closer. What is the river not doing? Marcus watched more carefully. A leaf floated by. The river carried it. A stick got caught on a rock. The river flowed around it. Small pebbles tumbled along the bottom. The river moved them. But a large branch tried to dam a section. The river pushed it aside. The river says yes to some things, the old man continued, and no to others. Watch. He picked up a heavy stone and tossed it into the stream. It sank. The river flowed around it without hesitation. Then he picked up a light twig and placed it on the surface. The river carried it downstream. The river accepts what flows with its nature. It rejects what doesn't. It doesn't try to carry everything. It doesn't apologize for letting go. It just flows with intention. But I thought saying yes to everything meant I was ambitious, incapable. The old man smiled. The river is the most powerful force in nature. It carved this valley over millennia. Know how? By saying no to everything that doesn't serve its flow. He picked up a handful of twigs, leaves, and small stones, creating a dam across a small section. This is you, trying to carry everything. The water behind the debris began to pool, swirl, lose its clarity. It looked agitated. Then the old man removed the debris. Immediately, the water flowed clear and strong again. This is you when you learn to say no. Powerful, clear, moving forward. The old man sat back down on his rock. I was like you once. A lawyer. Important cases. Endless clients. I said yes to everyone because I was afraid saying no meant I was weak, ungrateful, lazy. What changed? Marcus asked. I collapsed. Heart attack at 52. In the hospital, I asked myself, what am I actually accomplishing? I had money, stress, exhaustion, but no peace, no mastery, no depth. He gestured to the stream. I came here to recover. I watched this river every day, and slowly I understood. The river is focused. It only carries what aligns with where it's going. Everything else? No. Not with anger, not with guilt. Just no. For the next 30 days, the old man said, I want you to do one thing before you say yes to anything. A meeting, a project, and a request. Ask yourself, does this flow with where I'm going, or does it dam my water? If it dams your water, say no, kindly, firmly, but no. What if people get upset? Marcus asked. The river doesn't care if the branch is upset. It has a destination. So do you. You just forgot what it was because you've been carrying everyone else's debris. Marcus drove home that evening with a notebook full of thoughts and a calm he hadn't felt in years. The first week was brutal. His manager asked him to join a new initiative. Marcus felt his throat tighten. The old Marcus would have said yes instantly. Instead, he paused. Does this flow with where I'm going? Or does it dam my water? His core focus was becoming the best back-end engineer in the company. This initiative was front-end. It would scatter him. I appreciate the opportunity, but I need to stay focused on my current responsibilities. His manager looked surprised, but he nodded. Fair enough. Marcus felt guilty for 3 hours. Then he felt lighter. A conference organizer emailed, would he speak? Old Marcus. Immediate yes, then panic about prep. New Marcus. Does this flow with my direction? It didn't. He was trying to master his craft, not perform it on stage yet. Thank you. But I'm not accepting speaking engagements this year, Send, delete, done. Another friend asked him to join a startup as a co-founder. Does this flow? Not now, maybe someday, but not when he's still building foundational skills. I'm honored, but my focus is on mastery right now, not management. By week 3, Marcus noticed something remarkable. He had time, not because he worked less, because he worked on fewer things, deeper, better. His 32-item to-do list was now 8 items, but he was finishing 6 of them each week. His calendar had white space. He could think, breathe, go deep on problems. His code quality improved. His manager noticed. Marcus, whatever you're doing differently, keep doing it. At the end of 30 days, Marcus drove back to the stream. The old man was there, exactly as before, watching the water. Marcus sat beside him without a word. After a long silence, Marcus spoke. I said no to 23 things this month. The old man smiled. And what did you say yes to? Mastery, focus, one direction. How does it feel? Marcus watched the river flow, clear, powerful, intentional. Like I'm finally moving forward instead of just being busy. The old man nodded. The river's no is not rejection, it's protection. You're protecting your flow now. My friend, Marcus's transformation wasn't about doing less. It was about doing what mattered. The river doesn't carry every leaf, every branch, every stone. It chooses. And that choice is what gives it power to carve valleys, nurture life, and flow for thousands of miles. You are not weak for saying no. You are intentional. You are not ungrateful for declining opportunities. You are protecting your flow. You are not missing out. You are mastering one path instead of wandering down dozens. So here's your river practice. For the next 7 days, before you say yes to anything, a meeting, a favor, a new project, a social commitment, pause. Ask yourself, does this flow with where I'm going, or does it dam my water? If it dams your water, say no, not with anger, not with guilt, just with clarity. Thank you, but that doesn't align with my current focus. You will feel guilty at first. That guilt is the debris trying to stay in your water. Let it float away. Within weeks, you will feel something you haven't felt in years. The power of moving forward with intention instead of being scattered by distraction. If this river wisdom touched something in you, share it with someone who's drowning in yes. They might need permission to start saying no. Remember what the hermit told Marcus. The river's no is not rejection. It's protection. Protect your flow. Your one deep path is waiting. Stop carrying everyone else's debris.